Assassin's Creed Mirage, the Assassin's Creed that is supposed to bring the franchise back to its roots, back to its former glory. I don't think Ubisoft even wanted to be better than their first few games. They just want to recapture that magic that Ezio, Altair and the likes brought. To my eyes, Mirage looks like Origins, which is natural considering how close both locations are, but just the overall feel of the game itself feels kind of the same. I felt almost exactly the same back in 2017 when Origins' first trailer came out. Not bad, but not great either. When it comes to the time period, in my opinion, they have gone too far back. AC2 had the best time period, not too modern that combat changes completely like Syndicate with the inclusion of semi-modern guns, and not too old where it feels like you're running around in vast areas of nothingness, which we had the delight of experiencing in the last 3 Assassin's Creed games. They are borrowing things from both the RPG trilogy and the original games, but my worry is that they are picking the worst things from both, the worst of both worlds. They have taken the signature emptiness from Valhalla and the small maps from the originals. But yeah, a small empty world is definitely better than a large empty world because we'll figure out it's empty much faster. I want to ask you guys something. If you had seen gameplay of AC Mirage and Ubisoft hadn't let us know that this game would be more like AC 1 and 2, would you really think this game is like those legendary Creed games just by looking at the gameplay? I wouldn't. Even now to my eyes it looks like Origins, only with the added bonus of a smaller map. But you got to give it to Ubisoft. They made fans cheer for a smaller map. They frustrated us with the biggest, most empty game in Valhalla, and now they get away with making not only a smaller world, but the game itself is reportedly very short. Don't get me wrong, Unity is probably my current favorite AC and it has the smallest game world, I think at least. But to be honest, that game has kept me excited and engaged for 9 years straight since we saw some gameplay back in June of 2014. I have been obsessed with that game. Through the bugs, through the rebirth, through the backlash once again, I have completely loved that game. I am a fan of the compact small map filled with buildings to do cool parkour moves, but Mirage is set about 900 years before Unity. Not only is the map not going to be as good as Paris, I don't think it's even going to get close. And to top all that off, parkour looks just as bad as it did in the RPG trilogy. Still somewhat slow and definitely clunky. Those legendary games back in the day weren't necessarily great because of gameplay. Sure, this kind of gameplay was never really seen in any game before, but the characters and the story is what made AC1 and the Ezio trilogy great. If gameplay was the main focus, Unity would be considered the best. That's why I consider it to be the best. But you just can't make the game smaller, say it's gonna be like the good old days and suddenly everyone loves it. That's not gonna happen. There are some things like interacting with the environment that have me excited. You can have your own little Jackie Chan action sequence, throwing and collapsing stuff to get away. I think Mirage is going to be the biggest disappointment in the series. Not because it's going to be the worst game in the series, I think it'll be average to okayish, but because it has fans excited. Their hopes are up, waiting for the 12th of October where they most likely will get their heart broken and go full on rage mode on the internet. On the other hand, no one might care. That was Assassin's Creed Mirage. If you want to see my favorite Creed game Unity go up against most of you guys' favorite Creed game AC2, click the video on screen. For now, subscribe, it really means a lot. Thanks for watching and have a great day.